Hello there, we are Vibe Team 2B, and our project was to develop an affordable, easy to use device for malaria diagnosis. These are our team members and their home institutions. We are all biomedical engineering students working towards our undergraduate degrees.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriela Colabello, and I'm going to be quickly sharing why there is a need for an affordable, easy to use malaria testing device, as well as some of the scientific background of malaria. So, malaria is a health crisis around the world that needs to be dealt with quickly and efficiently. I'm sure some of us have maybe had malaria before or know someone that's had malaria, so it's definitely a very prevalent issue today. Mainly affecting sub-Saharan Africa and other low-income countries, ineffective malaria diagnosis and treatment is one of the major causes of death in these countries. For context, nearly 247 million people are diagnosed with malaria, with cases rising each year. 10 to 70% of people suffer with severe malaria symptoms, and 619,000 people pass away from malaria every year. Thus, elucidating innovative solutions to diagnosing malaria in an affordable, easy to use system is imperative to helping improve the quality of life for these people and eradicating malaria as a whole. Now, malaria is caused by the Plasmodium parasite. There are four main strands of the disease: Plasmodium falciparum, which is maybe the one we're more acquainted with. That's the deadly one. But there are three other strands too, such as Vivax, Ovale, and Malariae. These can cause acute illness, but usually will not result in death. As I mentioned before, cases are increasing due to multiple factors, including a decline of malaria control in the region and the development of drug resistant strains and increases in international travel, leading to a faster spread of malaria outbreaks. The most accurate diagnosis involves identifying parasites or antigens in the blood. However, traditionally, healthcare establishments opt for a quicker, less expensive way, which is clinical diagnosis. Clinical diagnosis is based on physical exams and how the patient's symptoms present themselves, such as identifying fever, dizziness, abdominal pains as a sign of malaria. However, malaria symptoms are vague and applicable to many other infectious diseases, leaving this method of diagnosis unreliable. The goal of this project was to innovate a new, inexpensive, easy to use, accurate device to diagnose malaria.
There are two common ways to diagnose for malaria: microscopy and rapid diagnostic tests like the one shown here. With microscopy, cells are treated with a Romanowsky stain and then examined using microscopy techniques. While the results are usually more accurate, microscopes are expensive. Additionally, you need to train people to use those microscopes. That makes microscopy analysis expensive and hard to use. Rapid diagnostic tests like BinX Now are both affordable and easy to use, but the results aren't the most accurate. With existing devices, there is a trade-off between accuracy, affordability, and ease of use.
Our device is called the PMV enzyme malaria rapid test. This malaria test identifies the PMV enzyme in your blood to determine the presence of the malaria parasite. Our idea is to identify the activity of the PMV enzyme to determine if an individual has malaria, because the plememsin B enzyme, also known as PMV, is present in all malaria parasites and vital for parasites to remain alive. So, if an individual has a malaria parasite in their bloodstream, they will also have the PMV enzyme present in their blood. Our product is easy to use, affordable, and produces accurate results, which makes it a more effective malaria testing option than the existing ones. It does not require a trained professional to diagnose for malaria, nor does it take a significant amount of diagnosis time. This device will be extremely affordable, and we hope to have it shipped to all the high incidence malaria areas so it is more accessible than existing treatments. We also hope to translate the product instructions into the language in the high incidence areas so it becomes even more accessible. This is a roadmap on how to use our product. First, you can pick up the product from a local pharmacy or perhaps at a convenience store. You will sanitize your finger using an alcohol wipe, then prick your finger using the finger pricking device included in the product. Then you will add your blood to the rapid test and wait 15 minutes for your results. Your results will either appear as one line or two lines, which can be analyzed with the provided results sheet. Here are sources, and thank you for listening.